Hello everyone, Supervisor Jim Desmond with you here today to talk to you about the San Diego Drop-Off Center here in San Diego County. Many of you have probably heard by now that it's going to be closed as of this Friday, primarily because of the overwhelming numbers of people coming across the border into this migrant drop-off center, and the fact that the County of San Diego, we are no longer going to be funding that site at the tune of about $1.5 million per month. Last September, we started getting overwhelming numbers of people coming into San Diego County, and the Border Patrol dropping them off at 3 different transit centers throughout here in San Diego County. And then that site, those centers got consolidated into one site where nonprofits and other people have been aiding the migrants, getting them to the airport, getting them in touch with their sponsors, and helping them get to wherever they were going here throughout the country. Over 90% of these people were gone within 48 hours, but some still ending up staying here in San Diego County. Luckily, my colleagues have agreed that this is unsustainable. We cannot just continue to spend these dollars on migrants when we've got our own issues here in San Diego County. We've got homeless issues, we've got mental health issues, and that's the pot of money that was coming out of going to pay for migrant issues, which should have been being paid for by the federal government. This is an immigration issue. This is a migrant issue. This is not a San Diego County issue, but this is a federal government issue, and they refused, or have to date, to give us any money for the processing of these people once they're dropped off here in San Diego County. This is all part of a much bigger problem that we are having at our border. And it's been primarily with this administration allowing so many people to come across the border and are being let in there as they ask for asylum, and then instead of being detained as the law states or verified that they actually are fleeing asylum or have actual reasons for asking for asylum, they're being allowed to stay in the country and have a court date 2, 3, 4 years from now, whatever that might be. Even under previous administrations, the Obama administration, the Trump administration, the Bush and the Clinton administration, it used to be when people would come across the border, they would run from Border Patrol agents. They didn't want to be caught or captured. Now they are running to the agents because they know that they're going to be allowed to stay in the country and until their asylum hearing some years out. That really has been the big shift here lately of why we're getting so many numbers. And we see states like Texas and Arizona clamping down on the numbers coming across their borders. And unfortunately, that means more and more are coming across in Jacumba, which I hope many of you have seen on the news lately. People just coming across the border. I was there on New Year's Day, witnessed people coming across the border and walking right up to Border Patrol agents and then being driven to the drop-off site in San Diego County and then being dispersed throughout the country. This has got to stop. This is unsustainable. We need to follow our laws, and the federal government is not following their own laws. And there are laws out there that require, if people come here for asylum, that they have to be checked and vetted if that is really truly the case. We've had people from around the world coming here I've spoke to a person from India. We see a lot of Chinese. We see people from Kurdistan and Middle East. All over the world are coming through our southern border, and primarily unvetted in most cases because our Border Patrol agents just don't have the time to screen all of these people, and especially the numbers that are coming across. We can screen them, but only based on our own databases, not from their country of origin. This is a crisis that is of the making of our federal government, and they're not paying the bills. We're not going to pay them anymore. So this migrant center, drop-off center in San Diego County is coming to an end, and we may see an uptick in the number of people on our streets and at the transit centers, and this is all because of the federal government. They need to step up. They need to pay those bills and not drop it in our laps. And so we at San Diego County are looking at you first and trying to assess your needs and deal with those before we do that with the migrants.